What is up, everybody? Brotrio here, and we are a little over a month away from Animal Crossing New Horizons. And we could not be more hyped for this chill as hell game. It is baffling our amount of hype for a game that has little to no hype in the actual game. But we love Animal Crossing here. A lot of people love Animal Crossing, and those that don't like Animal Crossing are just the most confused people on the planet when they see how much people love this game.
Yeah, I can't believe the Target pre-order sold out so quickly.
I know. I wanted that damn notebook. I wanted the Animal Crossing Switch, but that's sold out too. It's like Hannah Montana tickets. It sold out instantly. But
Hannah Montana?
let's move past it. So here we are.
What year
to
is
talk
it
about
that you think Hannah Montana sold out? It's not even real.
It's all I could think about in the moment. So, Animal Crossing New Horizons. These are the top 10 things we can't wait to do in that game. So one of the most fun things to do in Animal Crossing, any Animal Crossing, is interact with the townsfolk and do odd jobs for them. So that's one of the things I can't wait to do in New Horizons. I love doing it every time, and then I always do it a lot at the beginning, and then I kind of go off and do my own thing where I'm just fishing and bugging the whole time.
They're all like, hey, can I have that new rare fish you just caught?
Yeah.
That you're going to the museum to donate? And I'm like, no, Bob. Go catch your own fish, stupid cat.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It was on my list and didn't quite make it, but I'm lumping it into this one. You're going to see that a lot for these. But being nice to the villagers is also something I kind of want to do. Like, I kind of want to have, like, maybe not a set schedule, but, like, talk to every villager once a day. And hopefully that leads to better rewards than they give me. But, you know, it might just be I get this dumbass wallpaper from Bob. Yeah. And then Bob eats my fish in front of me, and I don't get donated to Blathers or something. But that's... I mean, there's positives and negatives to doing them, because sometimes they're definitely not worth doing. But doing the odd jobs, more times than not, it's worth it to do it, because then you get to befriend an animal, and if you become
funny catchphrases.
Yeah, if you become good enough friends, they are just like, should I change up my catchphrase? And then you can just be like, yeah, you should say bippity boppity at the end of it, and then you have like an anteater end everything with bippity boppity, and then he moves to Aaron's village, and Aaron's just like, why the hell is he saying that? God, Animal Crossing, we love interacting with the townsfolk and cannot wait to do it on this island.
You don't have an Animal Crossing game without a place to call home. And upgrading your house is one of the things we are most excited to do in Animal Crossing New Horizons. You start in a tent, and you can stay in a tent the whole game if you want to, but who wants to do that?
Yeah.
You want a mansion with gold-plated toilets and everything everywhere.
And I want to have a basement aquarium that also has a T-Rex skeleton in there.
Exactly.
I hope that you can be a lot more in-depth with the room designs and everything, and just, like Aaron said, building specific rooms for specific things is something I can't wait to do. I mean, Nintendo knew people like to do it so much they made a whole damn game out of it with Happy Home Designer. I really hope that the mannequins come back and that you can get 7 of them, so I can have my weekly outfit set up.
I hope that Ghost is back and you get haunted furniture from him.
That'd be interesting.
That would be cool.
One thing I can't wait to do is to wait until those cockroaches show up, and then I get to play the little mini game of trying to kill all of them.
One of the things in Animal Crossing that shouldn't sound fun, but it's always fun, is donating to the museum. Because you talk to Blathers, he's like, hey, our museum's empty. Can you give us some stuff to put in it? And then you can just go catch one of each fish, put it in there, dig up a bunch of fossils, have him appraise them, put them in there. what is
Same
it?
with
Artworks.
bugs. You can buy
bugs,
artwork from
yeah.
what is Crazy Red.
Dude, I hope
And
they
you gotta-
make the art thing better, because I cannot figure out which one's the fake one with that
Yeah,
stupid
those-
fox.
I always have to
Those
look
are
it up.
tough.
Like, it's always just like, this statue is facing left instead of right. Or
Like,
something
just let
weird
me buy
like
them
that.
all.
Like,
I don't care.
yeah, that's one aspect of the museum I've never fully done, is the artwork portion of it, because you gotta wait for Red to show
So
up,
hard.
and then you gotta buy the actual artwork, not a fake, and then...
You know what?
But-
Since it's an island and it's probably international waters, you just straight up kidnap Red. And,
I mean,
like, chain him up and
that's-
make him give you the real shit.
It's not gonna happen.
Because Crazy Red, no, he drives me crazy.
Ugh. Well, going back to the donations part of it, this is one of the favorite things to do for us, because it's one of the only real senses of beating the game for Animal Crossing. If you complete the donations for the bugs and fish, you feel like you've accomplished something, and other than finishing off paying off your debt, there's not much more to do to complete Animal
Yeah.
Crossing. Playing with your friends online in Animal Crossing is not a new feature. We've had it before. It was the best it's ever been in New Leaf. And from the looks of it, New Horizons is making it even better than that. Because New Leaf, it was good, but it also was a hassle at the same time, because you had to go to your monkey, open the gates, your friend had to go to his monkey, and go to visit your town.
What do you mean Nintendo Online play is a hassle? When has it ever been?
One step in the right direction, seemingly, though, is if you preload Animal Crossing New Horizons on your Switch, you get an email from Nintendo, and they're just like, hey, here's a week free of Nintendo Switch Online. Here's a trial for you. Activate it when the game comes out and play online. So I'm hoping that means the online is going to be better and a lot easier to do. I'm really hoping that you can set it, like, obviously go to your monkey and set it.
No monkeys.
Well, if you did it like in one initially, then it would be okay. If you set it to have friends drop in and drop out, I would be perfectly fine
yeah.
with that.
Just-
So if you can see me online, you're just like, yeah, I'll go visit Daniel's Island, see what he's up to,
Just
and then
pause.
it just tells me
It
yes.
would. It would be cool to have the option though. Like if you could go talk to the monkey or whoever is handling that.
Yeah,
And you're
obviously.
like, close off my island. I don't want anybody.
Yeah, if you don't want
Or
to play
You could
with
just be
anybody.
like, hey, let random people come in. It's fine.
That I mean, I would like the option to do that, but
I'm
at the
just
same
saying
time,
options, yeah.
random people coming in would you would have so many trolls fucking up your island left
Oh,
and
yeah.
right. And I know if I left my gate open for y'all, Scotty would do the same, because that's one thing we love to do to ourselves in Animal Crossing is find where each other lives and like bury a field of pitfalls outside of their door.
You remember when I had all those rubber boots and cans that I fished up and I just
Yeah.
buried them out in your front yard?
Oh my god, I hated
Yes.
that. I kept thinking I was finding it wasn't even in my front yard. They were speckled throughout my
Oh,
town,
yeah,
so I
that's
kept
even
thinking they were
better.
fossils, and it was just garbage. But playing online, we can't wait to do it. It was really fun in New Leaf, going to the island and like hitting each other with hammers and shit.
Chopping down trees that
Yeah.
you like.
Exchanging fruit is also a big thing to do in Animal Crossing. I can't wait to do that and plant an orchard of many different fruits from Aaron and Scotty.
There's one thing I never expected from Animal Crossing. It was a hint of sheer badassness. But they introduced pole vaulting, and that's a badass thing to do. That's like an Olympic thing. So, yeah, you can pole vault over rivers now. You don't need a bridge. I'm not even going to build a bridge. I probably will. But I'm going to put it off because I'm going to have so much fun pole vaulting over rivers.
I didn't
yeah.
even put this on my list, and it made it this high up because Scotty wants to pole vault that much. Like,
wanna
I'm
do it
excited
live.
about it.
It was
but-
on my list, but it was like in the middle
I
somewhere.
think you're going to... I don't know if they're breakable, but I hope you fall in the water if it breaks while you're going. And then, like, or no, you can upgrade it and it has like a nail on the end, and if you see a fish, you can just like choo and pole vault while you're spearing
catch
it.
a fish.
That would be cool.
That would be interesting.
That's not gonna happen.
No, it won't.
If I had to guess, they are breakable. And
Like
you can get one that's like stronger, I guess.
Yeah, like you'll probably get like flimsy pole vault the first time, and
So now in Animal Crossing, when you're lazing about, walking around, waltzing around, relaxing, fishing, catching bugs, having a good old time, you can just throw in a hint of badass and pole vault over a river anytime you want.
one of my favorite things to do in Animal Crossing has always been digging stuff up. Like you're walking around, you find the little X, you dig it up. Is this a fossil? Is this
A
some
gyroid?
Like a
Trash?
gyroid? Yeah, hopefully.
Scotty buried, a pitfall.
Hopefully there's lots of gyroids in this game, because
I hope
those
so.
are always fun.
And if it's a fossil, you get to go get it appraised, and it's another fucking amber.
Yeah.
So many ambers.
But one thing I'm really excited for, they haven't said anything about this, but since it's an island, I'm hoping that there might occasionally be like buried treasure.
Ooh.
That you like
Whoa,
get
that
up like
would
a
be
treasure
cool.
chest, and you're just like, I found, some gold or something.
That would be amazing. I didn't even
Yeah.
think
What's
about
that sailor dude's like name? I don't know
Oh,
his
the
name.
Gulliver.
Pelican.
His evil brother is a pirate, and he buries treasure in the island every night.
That would be cool. Or that's Rossetti's new job, is he's a pirate.
Oh man, a
Lost
Rossetti
his job
pirate
and he
would
turned
be
to
the
a life
best.
of crime.
But this isn't really digging stuff up, but it kind of counts because you do it with the shovel. Also, finding the money rocks every day is something I've always liked to do. Going
yeah.
around hitting a rock like an idiot. Maybe you'll get a pill bug off of it. Maybe you'll get some money out of it. That was always something I liked doing. And finding the daily fossils that you get every time is always a great time. And I mean, like Scotty said, even if it is an amber, it's worth some money.
Yeah, it's like a cool little scavenger hunt.
If there is one virtue Animal Crossing teaches wholeheartedly, it's patience. And no other activity in Animal Crossing has more patience than bug catching. Because you have to sneak up on some of these bugs seemingly like a few yards away. Because they are very skittish, but it's worth it to catch them because you get to, like we said, donate them to a museum, add them to your terrarium,
Or you can sell them and
sell them.
net you a profit.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
those golden beetles on the island, I paid
Oh
off
my-
my house and then some in New Leaf with those shits. And I'm imagining there's going to be more in New Leaf, similar to that. We don't know if there's going to be a Tortimer Island or what's going to be the
There
deal.
better be.
But there's going to be some monumentally, like, cash influencing bug or fish in this game. We can't wait to find out what it is. If it's a bug, we're going to get our nets out. We're going to craft them up to the maximum occupancy we can do and see what we can catch. I hope it's like Zelda and you upgrade your net more and you can catch 2 at a time.
That would be cool. I was wondering why you were saying occupancy.
Fishing is one of the staples in Animal Crossing. That's always just something to do. But now they're really up in the ante because you're getting bait included in this. So I don't know if that's gonna or how that's gonna play into like different types of fish. Maybe certain ones can only be caught with certain baits.
I would
I'm
assume
not
it's
sure.
just a higher chance. But
Yeah.
we're not sure.
I don't know. Maybe
Like,
it's like a better chance of like hooking it, or like you get a bigger, like wider buffer zone from when
Yeah,
the fish bites to hit A or whatever.
Can you hit other fishes? Like, can you if you catch a bunch of sea bass, can you use that for shark bait?
That's what I was
what
about
I'm-
to say.
I'm
That'd be
wondering.
really cool.
I don't know, cause like you dig up the clam
Because-
and then
yeah.
you can use that to craft a bait. Isn't that correct?
Something
We
like
really
this.
don't
There's
know.
something
They
like that,
haven't
yeah.
said much. We've gone off of just what we've seen, but we know there's bait. You can either buy it or craft it, assumably, like everything in this game, and we don't know what it's going to do, but we know it's going to do something, and it makes fishing better. So, obviously, we are super excited for this. I always like fishing, seeing that little shadow, catching it, getting upset when there's another damn sea bass.
It's the
But-
worst when you see like a huge one when it's raining, but you're running, and then it
Oh,
swims away,
man.
and you're like, God, listen to me, I'm floundering up here.
Oh God.
Well, that reminds me of what I was about to say. The corny jokes are always like the best reward for catching a new
Yes.
fish.
That's true.
Unless it's sea bass, because they need a bunch of responses for sea bass, because that is like 90% of what you get.
Another thing, hopefully there's multiple entries for every fish type, like 2 at least. That would be interesting.
That would
Keep
be
it
cool.
fresh.
Ha. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, they started a system called ordinances, where you became the mayor by some weird accident, because this town is some kind of weird democratic nightmare. And so you're the mayor on accident, and even when it's discovered that you shouldn't be the mayor by the guy that should have been the mayor, he's like, yeah, it's fine. But you're the mayor now, and you can build up the town however you see fit with whatever ordinance and public works project you want. The problem with that was the other animals didn't really pitch in at all.
They're cheapskates,
Yeah, they
freeloading mooches.
That
They don't pay for
it
anything.
captured being a mayor perfectly, because they're just complaining about all this
Yeah.
stuff they want, but they're not doing anything to help.
They're just like, yeah, man, I really wish that we had a bridge in town, or
I got
and then you do, but you have to fund it yourself.
I got so mad at some little pink squirrel because she was like, yeah, this town's boring. It could use this. And then I built that thing, and then she said the exact same thing about another thing. I kicked her ass out of town. But anyway, no opinions about my politics in that town. But anyway, in this one, they're doing it different, because supposedly, I heard somewhere that the animals will pitch in more. But instead of going to a town and being accidental mayor, you are starting bare bones from scratch on a brand new island with Tom Nook, and it's like you and Tom Nook and Tom Nook's children, and that is it. And
I think they're his nephews.
whatever, and maybe a villager or two. I
know you start off with either 1 or 2. It's
And-
at least 1. I know that.
And the villagers start from scratch like you do this time. They start in a tent, and they gradually build it up. And that is one of the things we're most excited about in Animal Crossing New Horizons, is building up this island. Pretty much the main feature, it seems like. You got the little trowel, and you're spreading that dirt nasty trail.
Yeah, you
That
can
I-
make gardens and make them to your liking. You make a sidewalk, you make a little garden around a tree, and then you can eat an apple and shovel up a tree, or however you do it in this game. I know you can dig up trees and replant them.
I'm excited about replanting trees, because before you could never do that.
Yeah, you just had to.
You would have to dig one up and plant a new one from scratch.
That's why
and hope it takes. It doesn't
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, in older Animal Crossing games, I didn't bother much with the gardening and the like orchards and everything, because they die too easy.
Yeah, and flowers were a one-trick pony in the old ones. You plant them, and then that was it. Like, you could pick them or run through them and blast them out of existence. But you had to keep watering them. And in this one, you can now pick the flowers off of them, but the actual plant stays and will repopulate with more flowers, presumably. You can make like little flower crowns and stuff with them.
It looks
I'm
great.
hoping you can make leis for island living. So you may have noticed we've been dancing around the topic throughout all these entries this whole time, trying not to indulge too much on the crafting aspect. And that is because it is our #1 thing we can't wait to do in Animal Crossing. Crafting has never been in Animal Crossing. It is crazy how excited I am that Animal Crossing is doing this. They seem to be
The weeds do stuff.
kind of almost taking a
Everything
page
does
out of
stuff.
like the monumental success of Stardew Valley and putting aspects of that into Animal Crossing, which I personally love. I got super into Stardew Valley after New Leaf because, I mean, there hasn't been another Animal Crossing game and I need some boring game to entertain me like that. And Stardew Valley was great, but Animal Crossing is way more adorable than Stardew Valley is. So crafting in Animal Crossing has me a lot more excited. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting to make my own farm or anything like that in Animal Crossing. If you can do that, like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not expecting anything like that, but it does seem like you can I mean, obviously, we've seen you can gather stones and clay from rocks and wood and hardwood and different types of stuff like that from trees. I'm wondering if there's going to be, it's odd to compare these two, but a Breath of the Wild weapon degradation system. Now, the axe has always done this, other than the golden axe. That's the whole draw of it, is it doesn't break. But there's the flimsy net, too, and this thing looks like a real piece of shit. So I don't know if this thing's going to break, like we mentioned earlier. We don't know if the pole vaults are going to break. The fishing pole might break. I don't know what the draw is to
that'd be really upsetting if you're like, you find like a golden beetle and it breaks out.
Oh, man, that would suck if it breaks out mid-catch or something. I would hope you catch it and then it breaks, but oof, that would be rough. Especially if you're getting chased by bees and then you pull it out and it breaks.
Oh, yeah, that would be almost as bad as when I broke my last weapon against a silver Lionel.
But getting back to crafting, you can do more than just tools. You can craft like
benches,
almost clothing
beds.
items, benches. You can craft like a flower crown, like we talked about. I don't know if you can craft other clothes. I mean, I've seen the icon.
More than just the flower crown.
There's the pattern design, as there always has been in Animal Crossing on the Nook phone. So you can design a pattern like always, but I'm wondering to what extent that implies. Is it just going to be plastered on your clothes or wallpaper like it always has been, or can you make like a hat and make a specific hat pattern so it's not just that, but like paste it all around it? I hope that's the case.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
But crafting, I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to go around my island, pick up all the weeds, try to clean up my island as best as I can, and hold on to these materials to find out what I can craft with them, because I can't wait to find recipes, get recipes. Hopefully you get them from villagers for being nice or something. And we are super excited to craft for Animal Crossing, and this next little over a month is going to be a long wait for us. I have the game preloaded. It's just staring at me every time I turn on my Switch.
I check it every time just in case I make a mistake and I can play.
Fingers crossed we can one day.
Oh yeah, if they ever make that mistake, I'm going to start it and immediately disconnect from the internet from my Switch so they cannot fix it.
But we are super excited for Animal Crossing New Horizons, as you may have guessed. If you are, let us know in the comments and what you are most excited to do. If it's one of these 10, great. If it's not, even better. We love Animal Crossing. It's the chillest game you can imagine and the most fun you can do paying off debts.